National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Panthers and the Silver and Black. And it's all up next.
Now, from the home of the Raiders since 2020, we're inside the spectacular Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out in the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
Out is Eddie Pinheiro to get this one started. And off we go from Vegas. Here comes Amir Abdullah on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, drafted back in 2019 out of Washington State. It's Gardner Minshew.
Don't let this guy's laid-back personality fool you, Mike. He is a tremendous presence to have in your quarterback room. Not only does he have the ability to manage the game at a high level, but your team has a legitimate chance to beat anyone in the league whenever he's under center. Now, I don't know if I'd classify him as a long-term solution, but he's certainly someone every franchise.
Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Fuller.
So you work all week on your opening script, Mike, and what happens? Well, that opening script is going to have to wait until your second possession. The defense comes out with a big stop early. They get the interception, and now it's the opposing team going out looking to take this early lead.
The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They are led out by the veteran, one they call the Red Rifle, dating back to his old days at TCU. It's Andy Dalton.
The man known around the league as the Red Rifle, and what an NFL career he's had up until this point, Mike. I mean, think back. At one point, he's the Pro Bowl quarterback routinely leading his team to the playoffs. Now, he's the experienced backup. He's bringing a lot of veteran presence to every locker room he finds himself, and one thing's for certain. When he gets a shot to play in the game, you could certainly do a lot worse than having him in your starting lineup.
Oh, yeah. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The first back taken in this last year's draft, Mike, and down in Carolina, all the conversation surrounds, can we get more talented skill players around Bryce Young and see if he can become that quarterback of the future that they're all banking on. And with Jonathan Brooks, his production at Texas, 10 touchdowns on the ground.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Dalton. Secured by the veteran Adam Thielen. Here's a 3rd and 10. They motion the slot man left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is brought in at the 10. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
Big time pitch and catch there on 3rd down to extend this drive. Feels like they've got to come away with 6. You want to strike first. It'll go a long way in determining how the rest of this game plays out.
A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. Here's a run. A short game, down to the 7. Second and goal. They'll go with him again. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Brooks. Powering forward. He's in. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Panthers. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He gets it to go. The Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Abdullah now to return, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They had that pick on the opening drive. It led to a touchdown, so 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back 1st and 10. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To the right side, hauled in by Myers.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's carry number 1 for the former Bulldog, Zamir White. And now for a 2nd time, he loses the football.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run it right here with Brooks. It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. Marcus Epps up from the secondary to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now it's Dalton. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. To throw is Dalton. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, Carolina. Now, Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He's got it. And the Panthers move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Abdullah now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. For Raiders offense and their running back Zamir White heading onto the field. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by White. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's the veteran, Amir Abdullah. Can't fault the effort. He got half a couple of tackles, but ultimately the defense gets him for a loss of yardage.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
We'll try and throw with Minshew. He'll try and get there on the ground. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Raider first down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A give, and here's White. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
They'll go again with White. Whoa. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. They'll fake the give, and now it's Minshew. That intercepted. Picked off by Troy Hill. And the Panthers will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
You know, Mike, drastically different things waiting for these two squads on the sideline as they run off. I mean, we can hear the defensive sideline celebrating all the way up here. I mean, back-to-back drives, they come away with the takeaway. Now, on the offensive sideline, there's no celebration awaiting. It's coaches looking to gather their guys together and say, look, we've got to have ball security. If we don't protect the football, we have no chance.
Here's Dalton. A throw, left side, caught by Sanders. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They run out of the gun with Brooks. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. Throwing, Dalton. That one complete to Leggett. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. A run with Brooks. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down. So after 1, the Panthers off to the early advantage. And we're back in Vegas after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Dalton. That's over the middle and caught by Leggett. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Dalton to throw. This one intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Raiders offense and Gardner Minshew going to take over once again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Quickly, and it's Adams. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free, and gains nothing. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. The shotgun, a throw from Minshew. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Here's White. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
On 4th down, last year's All-Pro punter A.J. Cole on now for the Raiders. Raheem Blackshear is set to return for the Panthers. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Panthers offense headed back to take over once more. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Slot receiver headed right. Back to the air once more on 2nd. That one intercepted. Picked off by Jacorian Bennett. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders are on the board. It's now 14-7. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it'll bring up 2nd down. now they'll set up to throw. A quick slant into the hands of Johnson. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
So just think, I mean, a couple minutes ago, we see a pick 6. I mean, the last thing you want to do is on the next time you step in the huddle is go 3 and out. So that's a big conversion. Now they got to find a way to get some of this momentum back, go down and get some points, and let everybody move past that pick 6 we saw in the last possession.
They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Throwing now from the gun. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They'll try and run it with Brooks. And he's going to have a Panthers first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. He'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Motion man, sent right. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. Dalton. All alone is the tight end, Sanders.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Back to throw. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. They've been in complete control. They've been able to dictate what they want to do offensively and make the defense react. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Panther first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Sending a receiver right. Now it's Dalton. Got a man. That's Leggett. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Xavier Leggett. Touchdown, Panthers. Oh, the teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Panthers will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to get back to work. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Minshew. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
To the left side, and Adams has it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. You did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Play action now with Minshew. He's going to look deep for Adams.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the 2nd half.
On the give, it's White. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. Third down, 3 to go. He'll try and throw with Minshew. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Vegas.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And this is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Vegas.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, just buying a little extra time, waiting for his man to uncover on the back of the end zone, and then it just becomes, let's rip it and throw that ball in that window, because it might not stay open for long, but he puts it right where it needs to be. Touchdown.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders draw closer here. It's 21-14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. The motion man is Johnson. To throw is Dalton. Working free downfield, it's Thielen. The Panthers will take their first timeout. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. First and 10 now from the 36. Now Dalton. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Throwing, Dalton. And open downfield, it's Johnson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 31 yards. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the Panthers going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we are at halftime, and the visiting Panthers are out on top as we send you to Orlando. We'll check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. In the first half, it was Jonathan Brooks who had it working. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. A safe kick taken at the 5. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. The Panthers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. First and 10. Dalton to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Tremble comes in motion. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. complete. Still going. And he will score. Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Carolina. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Panthers will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. Too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some of them. But also, let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So, combination of really good defense at times, and at times, really bad offense.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and here's White. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
In motion is Myers. A run here with Abdullah. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Minshew now to throw on 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
And you see the rookie tight end, Brock Bowers, pick up the first down. Mike, of all the tight ends that I've watched in college over the last, call it 10 years or so, I'm not sure if I've seen a more dynamic, ready for the NFL tight end than Brock Bowers. I mean, two-time Mackey Award winner, 700-plus yards each of the last 3 seasons. He can get downfield. He can make tough catches. He can run with the ball after the catch. I mean, there's not a lot this guy can't do, and I think he's got a shot to be that next big-time young breakout rookie tight end.
About 19 yards on that one, and they're in business. It's 1st and goal. He'll run with White. A dive, and he's in! Zamir White. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Raheem Blackshear on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. The motion man is Sanders. A run out of the gun with Brooks. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down. Another try with Brooks. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Brooks. The speed on display. He's in. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Panthers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. It's up and good. The Panthers are able to extend the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. The shotgun, a throw from Minshew. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Minshew. To the outside, it's brought in by Adams. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
He's got the tight end, Mayer. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Initially, when the quarterback looked his tight end's way, I thought he had a chance for a big pickup. He had nice separation there early. But let's give credit to the defense. They were able to rally quickly to the ball and keep that from being an even bigger game.
He'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Just a short gain to the 33-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with White. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
On 3rd down, it's White. They're going to bring him down at the 21, but they're also going to move the chains after that run. 1st down, picked up on the ground.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
On 1st down, right back to White. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Zamir White, touchdown Raiders. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and Next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Dalton. A short one there, caught by Tremble. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Back to throw. That's taken in right side by Leggett. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a first down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They motion a receiver right. Now it's Dalton. They go right back to Leggett. He's got it again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On first down, it's right back to Hubbard. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
He'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now they'll set up to throw. A throw left side caught by Sanders. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. His ability to find open space and be friendly for the quarterback. It's easier said than done. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball. It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers and secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Receiver in motion, going right. Here's Dalton. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. This defense in desperate need of a stop, and here comes third down. The motion man is Johnson. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Here comes the screen to Brooks. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They'll try it now with Brooks. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Tucker. Throwing on 1st and 10, it's Minshew. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Minshew. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
He gets that complete to his tight end man. And he's taken down up past the 35.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
To throw once more, here's Minshew. That's caught by Abdullah. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Minshew. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the pistol, a give to Hubbard. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. On 3rd down, here's Brooks. And he's going to have a Panthers first down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. On the give, it's Hubbard. And he did not want to go down. Good running, manages to gain 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, this is Brooks. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. We'll go once more with Brooks. And the Panthers are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.